So there was a great debate going on a while ago about whether or not sugar goes in spaghetti. And I'm here to tell you today that sugar.
Have you ever went in the kitchen and seen nothing and still made something and it became scrumptious?
Welcome to Carmel's Wine and Cheese, where we make a little of any and everything, something out of nothing, all while measuring with nothing but love. So in today's video, what I'm going to be making for you all is some homemade spaghetti. Now, you just gonna have to stick around to the end of the video to find out whether or not I'm gonna put sugar in this. But the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and dice up some yellow bell peppers, and then I'm gonna slice up some delicious red onions. And of course, I got to put that fresh garlic in there. If you don't know by now, listen now. Garlic goes in everything, okay? Everything. So when I make my spaghetti, I like to add beef sausage in it because over here we meatheads and we like a lot of meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that up and let's head over to the pot. So in this pot, I'm just gonna add a little bit of vegetable oil in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop that ground chuck in there. Now we're gonna cook this ground chuck until there's no more pink. So until it's cooked fully through. Now that that ground chuck is fully done cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and strain it, and to that same pan I'm gonna add that beef sausage that I cut up earlier. Now I'm just gonna let these sausages sear for about 5 minutes or until they got a little crisp on them. Then I'm gonna go ahead and remove those sausages from the pan, and then go in there and add those bell peppers, onions, and that delicious fresh garlic. Now for the onions, bell peppers, and garlic, I'm just gonna sear these for approximately 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna add some black pepper and salt in there because I do like to season my food in layers. If you know, you know. Now I'm gonna go back in there and add that ground chuck from earlier, and also that beef sausage from earlier. Alright, so now to make it taste good, I'm gonna add some oregano, some crushed red pepper flakes for spice, of course onion powder, of course garlic powder, some Everglades Seasoning, and also some salt. So spaghetti is like meat. When you're making it, you want to be generous with your seasoning because once you add that sauce in there, it's going to take away the flavor. So make sure you're generous with the seasoning. Now that that's good and mixed up, I'm gonna go ahead and add that Ragu in there. Now I like to use the garden combination. You can use whichever one you want. I just, that's just the one I like, so that's the one I use. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some water to get that remaining sauce from out of that jar and pour it on in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put a lid on that and let that simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes on low heat. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this pasta boiled. For those of you who may be new to cooking, you want to add oil to your boiling water because that helps keep the pasta noodles from sticking together. Now, these noodles are only going to take like 10 minutes to cook. You'll know they're ready once they pop like this. Alright y'all, let me go on over here and check on this spaghetti sauce. Now I do want to make mention that you want to make sure you're cooking this on medium to low heat because I don't know what it is about tomato sauce, but I swear it be popping like firecrackers. Alright, what y'all been dying to know, and if you made it this far, do sugar go in spaghetti? And I am telling you, yes it does. And if you making spaghetti without sugar, you doing it wrong. You need that sugar in there to balance out all that acidity. I'm telling you, make this spaghetti exactly how I made it, and I promise you, you are going to love it. Do not forget to add that sugar. Ooh-wee. And there you have it. This delicious sugary spaghetti. Now I'm playing it's not sugary, but it is good.